We wanted assisted living communities to be different than the nursing side of our business, and have worked very hard for it not to be a clinical setting, because the concept is so different between a nursing home where nurses are running around doing things for the resident. We wanted the resident to do things for themselves as much as possible. And a lot of people think meds is the most important thing in their day, for the resident, and that's not true. We all take medications on a daily basis, but it shouldn't be the highlight. So we looked and looked and looked, and Meds on Time actually approached us with their new concept, and we looked at it, and we did a pilot in one of our communities, and it just fit the philosophical mode that we were in, is what we wanted assisted living to be.
The Medicine on Time system supports not only the philosophy of assisted living for enhancing the residents' independence and individuality, but it is just a remarkable system for caregivers, especially our medication assistants, who are unlicensed personnel but go through a training program. It's very convenient and easy for them to use, so it not only saves them time but is error-free. When the Medicine on Time cards are first delivered to the assisted living residents, the licensed healthcare professional checks the accuracy of the card against the medication administration record and against the original physician orders. One advantage of the Medicine on Time card for the licensed healthcare professional as well as the caregivers is that the 28-day cycle is immediately visual. You can see all of the pills that are in the package all at once. So it's very easy to check the accuracy of what's contained in the package. The Medicine on Time system is a color-coded system. Each calendar card is in a color-coded frame for time of administration. For instance, the bright morning sun is a yellow calendar card. High noon, when the sun is directly overhead, is a white calendar card. And then medicines that are given at nighttime, right before bedtime, for instance, would be put in a midnight blue calendar card. Orange card is late afternoon, for instance, for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's very convenient for the caregiver to recognize immediately what time of day the medicine is due for, and then immediately pull that card out. Medicine on Time also has green color coding that can be used for PRN medicines that are given only as needed, such as pain medicine or an antibiotic that is just a short-term type of medication. Medicine on Time also has color red for narcotics or controlled medicines.
The medications are locked at all times. The wellness center is locked at all times. The only time it's open when someone's in it. Before we go to the resident room, you make sure you have your the proper medication, the fanny pack, which is where you keep your medications at, so you don't walk through the halls with your medication showing. Your pen, the MAR, which you also check off on for the medications. The blood pressure cup, thermometer, stethoscope, and we don't have med cards, so everything is in the fanny pack. Very handy. You can carry a little bit of everything in here. Mr. Mashburn?
Come in.
In medication administration, we can easily preserve the resident's dignity by remembering to maintain the resident's privacy. Offering medication administration in the privacy of the resident's room or in a private alcove in the assisted living community, so that the resident has the opportunity to take their medication in a private way. We don't want other residents knowing what medication a particular resident is taking. That's very confidential.
We look on the MAR to make sure that we have a picture of the resident that's on the MAR, and the name and the room number is on that. On the back of the medication, it also has the resident's name, the date, and the medication and the dosage. So I just correspond with what's on the MAR and what's on the card. And if it doesn't correspond, of course, we don't give it.
The caregivers always have to check the medications regardless of what system is used. The Medicine on Time gives immediate visual access to the preparations inside the tablets and capsules. And because of the uniqueness of the labeling, each one of them is physically described. And so someone who may not be familiar with a particular product can certainly read that it's a white capsule with an orange band, as would be described on the package. So by identifying versus description, the caregiver can immediately assure that the preparation is in the little bubble pack. And then by verifying from the other portion of the label, which identifies the drug itself, they can verify that the proper medication is in the packet, matching up with the MAR as they're administering it to the resident.
One of the most important things to remember about Medicine on Time when you're using that system is not to punch the pills out of the cup through the lid, because that's your label. And that's one of the things that caregivers need to remember, that it's a dosage cup and the lid serves as the seal, so that you can tear the dosage cup away from the calendar card in preparation for assisting the resident, but keep it sealed until you hand the medication cup to the resident.
We don't open up the dosage cup until we actually get to the resident and ensure that the resident will take the medication. Because it could be a time that you can go in the resident's room, the resident is there, she's not feeling good, she may not even want to take her medications.
There's a potential for medication errors when at any time that you are taking a medicine from the original pharmacy container and secondarily dispensing it into the open souffle cup. It's very difficult to get one pill without touching it, and we don't want to touch pills or get our fingers on it for cross-contamination purposes. And then that souffle cup is unlabeled. There's no way to put a resident's name or the medication on the cup itself, so that you potentially have an open container of medicine that you're walking away from the medicine cart or wherever you're storing medicine. The beauty of Medicine on Time is that there is no need for a secondary container. The single unit dosage cup is its own souffle cup. It takes the place of the souffle cup. So you can keep it sealed until you hand it to the resident, and you don't need to then remove the pills and put them in something else.
Our documentation is, when you first pull out the medication, you check it against the MAR. You don't immediately initial there. You make sure that you can put a dot there to verify that you have the medication. Once you've did the dot, you go distribute it to the resident. You come back, you make sure that you gave all the medication. Then after you make sure that you had all the medications and they were the right medication, you put your initial. But you never initial it until after the resident has gotten the medication or the resident has refused the medication.
Medicine on Time as a dispensing system has improved the assisted living industry because it fosters it upholds all of our philosophies of assisted living.
Hi, Carmelita.
Hi.
I'm just on my way out to lunch with my granddaughter. I was wondering if I could get my medicine to take with me.
Sure. Hold on. Okay, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
You have a great day at lunch, okay?
I will.
All right, see you later, okay?
Medicine on Time,
You signed out
I
already,
think,
right?
preserves the resident's dignity and independence, because it is it's an enclosed system that is not dependent on them being in a nurse's station or an office. It's mobile. They can take it with them to go shopping, to a restaurant, overnight, without the fear that someone perhaps put the wrong medication in a little envelope.
Everyone has their own preference with their medications or anything else. But as far as their medications, some people may want to take them one at a time. Another person may just pop them all in their hand and take them all at once. Miss Crawford? Mrs. Crawford likes, she can't swallow every pill.
That's good. I come to give you medication.
In a bundle. She has to take each one at a time. Mr. Mashburn, he's one of the residents. You can just dump it in his hand. He's fine with it. And he takes 15 pills. And that's a lot to be swallowed. I don't know how he does it, but he does do it. So, you know, he's a lot different than Miss Crawford. But she won't take them all. She can't. But he'll pop them right in his mouth all at one time.
We found Medicine on Time is helpful for the staff because it, one, eliminates setup time. When a resident's on 6 or more medications at a particular time, it takes a long time to read a label, match it with the medication record, and then deliver it.
Meds on Time give us time to do that work that we were hired for to do. So if you practice Meds on Time, then you have, if say we have 8 hours to work a day, you have meds to give at 4 and at 10. You use 30 minutes out of the 8 hours. What do you do with the rest 7.5 hours? You spend it with the residents. They feel happy. I feel happy.
Come on,
You can get really stressed out with this passing medication. You can get really stressed out. I have been. The time I refuse to go in other facilities because I'm not going there. I'm not going to stand on my feet for 8 hours, which is a fact, and pass meds, and the residents are being ignored. Because you have to do the meds. You can't do both. Back and forth. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't care what anybody says. Because I've done it. It didn't work. And me, I care for residents.
Meds on Time does make me personally feel more comfortable because it's self-explanatory. Everything's written out for you. If you can read, you can get these meds.
I love Meds on Time. As far as we're concerned, it's the only way for assisted living residents to get their medication. You know, I've looked at numerous systems, and this is by far the best system for this population in the continuum of long-term care.
I hope this will be the big one. People will start using it a lot because it's all there for you. You don't have to be thinking, oh my God, is this the right time? So with the Meds on Time, it's all, you work with the doctor work with the pharmacy work with the nurse. We all work together as a team to produce an excellent product, quality work.
Come, let's dance. Come on, Papi. Hey. Emma. I got to hold on. That's right.